Gecko is now saying goodbye to his family.
What else?
Was he?
Gecko was a magical beast that we summoned, and he has a family.
He wasn't a magical beast that you summoned. It's not how Fine Steed works. It's a regular beast. It just is magically summoned to you. Yeah, he's saying goodbye to his family before he goes on the road. And, Roscoe, as you turn around, you notice that Keo is having a bit of a snuffle. I didn't mean to pry him from his family, but he says he wants to go. He wants to travel and see the world.
Aww.
So, maybe we'll let him walk alone today, eh? Hello, welcome to episode 3 of chapter 2 in Good Sogravia. Our party is traveling to Jastern. Last episode, they spent the day at the festival, whose name won't come to mind. But they spent the day at the festival, and they were asked to escort a particular young girl back to Jastern. You took rest last night as she spent one last evening with her father. And the following morning you will be asked to take her home. You also fought off a red dragon, who appeared to be very frightening. So we'll have to work out that one. Did she give you her name?
I feel like she did, but I don't remember.
We never got a name for a red dragon.
No, not the red dragon. I don't expect the dragon to
The
stop
girl.
and give you its name. The long-haired woman you're trying to escort.
Her dad gave us her name.
Her dad did give you a name? Okay, yeah. Her dad would have called her Solara?
Solara.
Yeah,
that's it.
Solara.
That's about right.
Yeah, and obviously her father died, so instead of spending one last night with her father, she's going to spend one last night mourning him. So, playing with me today, I have Slicer. Please introduce your character.
Hello, I'm playing Doctor today, and I have apparently learned my sister's dead and alive, playing Watcher Paladin.
I have Darth.
Hi, I'm Darth. I'm playing Gideon, or not Gideon. I'm playing Glacius
Gideon.
Frostborn, a Dragonborn barbarian.
I have Evan, who's actually playing Gideon.
Solara. The name is Evan. I am playing Gideon Dawnstar, the ASMR Life Cleric.
I have Jamal. I have Jamal!
Oh, my
Thank you.
fucking microphone was muted. God damn it.
Try again. I have Jamal.
Yep, hey guys, Jamal here. Microphone not muted this time. Playing Roscoe, Trickstery Cleric.
Okay. And I have a Kai.
Hi, I'm Akai. I play Val, the Bladesinger Wizard.
Yes, you do. Okay, as you wake in the morning, you can see that a lot of the tents from last night have already packed up and they're on the move. People are headed in most directions. There's not many people headed to Jastern. It's a long journey. Most of the people will be headed to Van Hania or to local towns. You awake, and the first person awake is Val. Obviously, Doctor is alert, in his resting, recharging pose. But Val, you wake at the crack of dawn to a strange sight. As you sit up and sort of out of your restful reverie, please give me a perception check.
$11.
11. Right, you awake to no sight. I think it's fair to say that although you don't see anything at this point, you awake to the call of a beautiful bird. And as you look around, you begin to see one bird take flight from what appears to be from the sea, from the river. Last night you all set fire to the boats and posted them out. And now what you see is just this one beautiful bird flying all the way up the river towards the source. And then another one. They're an exotic type of bird. You've probably never seen these before. As the rest of you awake, the songbirds continue to sing, and there are more and more of them as they keep on singing. The next person to notice them, Doctor and Roscoe, you both notice as these birds take flight along the river.
Gonna stand and watch for a while.
They all seem to be migrating to one particular place. As I said, it could potentially be the source of the river. But they all come from where the bodies were posted down to. Is Duckbot pausing and restarting for all of you? Because it's constantly breaking up for us. Let's just see if I can fix the music. At this moment, Glacius and Gideon wake as well. And you all convene at the edge of the camp to watch these birds.
Are we outside?
You are outside. You're sleeping outside.
Okay. Got it. Just make sure.
Well, I mean, maybe you weren't. Everybody else was sleeping outside. You might have been in a tent. I don't know. Fancy pants.
I probably would. Yeah, I probably would have been in a fucking tent. Yeah, I'd probably come out the tent and say, morning.
Morning.
What are we all looking at?
Birds.
Birds.
Birds, you say? Do they have any significance?
I believe they're from.
Sorry, you said you believe? I got cut off.
Oh, I thought he said he believed they're from the spirits.
Excuse me.
It's a sweet thought. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. Sorry for the cameras. Okay, so as you are all awake, a little voice from behind you. Glacius probably is the first one to notice. I cooked breakfast. You all
Thank
hungry?
you, Kia. I'm famished.
Breakfast, you say?
Yes.
I'm in for this.
And he serves you what appears to be a poached piece of chicken, with a series of egg and vegetable and some kind of warm porridge on the side, and he has made a large pot of tea. At this point, as you flick through your recipe book, Val, you will notice that he's also been skiving a look at your recipe book. He's definitely on recipe 1, and this is a winter. Ow, sorry. This is a winter root tea.
Fancy.
And you all feel nice and alert and invigorated for the day. Advantage on your first initiative. Even
Nice.
Doctor, who's now learned that he can drink these teas, they just do strange things to his insides. And at this point, Solara comes over to the camp and I'm ready to ride when you are.
Right. Well, like,
Oh, that breakfast smells good.
would you care for some?
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Who made such a lovely breakfast?
Kia.
Kyo?
Kyo did.
Oh,
Our companion.
excellent cooking skills. Well, when you're ready for the road, I am also ready. And
Right. I'm gonna take the time to, like, pour her a cup of tea and, just give her a bit of food.
okay. Once you're all rested and finish your breakfast, you see that she's looking over at these birds. They don't come from Sogravia, those birds, do they? Can't say I've ever seen the likes of them.
Certainly an odd display. Definitely not usual.
I'm not particularly
Wonderful.
young. I've thought I knew my wildlife, but their song, it's haunting.
Wonder if someone brought them here.
I like to not think about it. Their beauty is, I admire many things, but these, it's weird.
Agreed.
It is true. It's strange, but yes, birds from another land is perhaps a good sign. Sogravia is not as uninhabitable as we were beginning to feel.
I really hope so. And I hope this is a good sign of that. This war will soon end.
It's got to end one day, right? The good or the bad.
That depends on who's the winner. I really hope it is us.
Sorry.
You're good.
So as breakfast is concluded and birds have been watched, and you see Salmistra, yeah, no you don't. You see Solara getting her horse ready. A beautiful white gelding. Well equipped for the road.
Prepare Uriel.
Did you say your horse is called Oreo?
No,
Uriel?
Uriel, yes.
Okay.
Kind of pronounced like, yeah,
Like the Little
Uriel,
Mermaid, but with a U. Got it.
yeah, it's basically spelled that way too.
Cool. Alright.
Oreo.
And the rest of you are all able to prepare your steeds. Roscoe doubling up with Keo, as per usual. While currently the gecko he's not looking very well, actually. So
no.
Keo will be riding with you for a short while on your horse, while Gecko gets a little bit of rest. Actually, somebody go over to Gecko and give me an animal handling check. Maybe Glacius?
Yeah.
That might be a good idea.
22.
22. Yeah, he's not injured, but he appears exhausted. I wonder. Don't by any chance speak Infernal, do you?
I do.
No.
That's a random question. Oh, your
Perhaps-
gecko's looking a bit
No.
exhausted. You speak Infernal.
Yeah, well, that's the language of the salamanders, right? So
Is it?
You can give me the hat of comprehend
Yeah.
languages.
he can.
Did not know that.
But he won't.
Oh.
I
it's-
actually speak Infernal. if
Okay,
it's-
so
Yeah, me too.
both Val and Gideon, you hear a sort of. It's almost like he's singing to himself.
The gecko?
Gecko, yeah. It's Salamander, but Gecko
Oh,
is his name here. It's
I
almost
see.
like he's singing to himself, and it's a sad song, a song of departure. Roscoe,
Yeah?
give me a perception check as you look around the camp to make sure none of you guys have left anything behind.
24.
Well, you notice that somebody's leaving something behind.
Oh?
Gecko is clearly leaving a playmate behind. At the entrance to the cave up to the north. You see a second salamander, not equipped for riding in any way. Definitely one of the wilder beasts. Also, singing a song of farewell.
Oh.
Oh.
That is depressing.
Oh.
that
I'm
what I
just now
think it is?
realizing.
Gecko is now saying goodbye to his family.
What else?
As he
Gecko was a magical beast that we summoned, and he has a family.
wasn't a magical beast that you summoned. It's not how Fine Steed works. It's a regular beast. It just is magically summoned to you. Yeah, he's saying goodbye to his family before he goes on the road. And, Roscoe, as you turn around, you notice that Keo is having a bit of a snuffle. As I didn't mean to pry him from his family, but he says he wants to go. He wants to
Aw.
travel and see the world.
Aww.
So, maybe we'll let him walk alone today, eh?
Oh, damn it, I want to give them both a hug.
Yeah, don't hug Gecko, that's dangerous.
So bad.
But you can hug Keo if you want. He will be okay with it. And you're almost short enough for it to be a normal hug instead of, like, trying to hug a cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to comfort Gecko as best I can.
And as you, with your 22 animal handling check, you're able to give him a little stroke on the chin and a scratch behind the ears. And feed him a small lizard you caught on the road earlier. That he's quite happy with. It's
Cannibalism.
It's a lizard eat lizard world out here. And you guys get onto the path. Who's breaking the trail today? Who will be leading? Is that going to be you? Fantastic. Give me a survival check. And Roscoe, give me a perception check. Actually, you're able to work out that clearly the big, large trail headed east is going to just turn. Roscoe, give me your perception check.
26.
Well, you can discern from the patterns of footsteps upon the ground exactly what time each person passed by. You notice that there are a few people who definitely headed this way. At least 2 carts. And various regular people. And you see that there's not a single footstep coming in the direction of the festival, at least not for the last 2 days. Nobody seems to be coming out from Justern, only towards Justern. Perhaps we now have an episode title. So.
Okay, so, now this leads to a question that I have. And this one's more so going to be a self-musing.
Okay.
Nobody's coming out of Justern and coming this way. Is Justern under lockdown for some reason?
Give me an insight check.
Covidian.
That's only a 13.
Yeah, are you going to make your thoughts known to the group? Maybe somebody else who might be a little bit more worldly might make that check.
This will just be like, you know, my typical musings out loud and stuff.
Okay,
Nothing,
the only person capable of making this check would be Val. An insight check.
Insight check?
Yeah.
Aren't I from Justern, though?
You're a cloistered little man. You know nothing. Jon Snow.
That's fair.
Yeah, 14 now.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, 14 with your worldly knowledge might help. Between you and Roscoe, Roscoe is sort of wondering if the place is on lockdown, but he also knows that once you're in Justern, there's not really a huge amount of reason to leave. Most people can travel magically to Carthan, and that is the only other place they'd go. Why would you want to go to the horrible lands of Vanhania and Kovac when you live in Justern?
I mean, sure, but
It's fair to say that
there's always
perhaps...
going to be some people.
Well, perhaps
There's going to be
not.
some people doing business and trade for the likes, you know?
Yes,
could travel
perhaps,
magically, but if they're carrying a lot, then
They're
surely
more
that
likely
needs
to use the
gross.
dwarven routes up to the east in the mountains.
Ah, right, okay.
Justern has
that would
very
explain a
little
lot.
reason to trade with the local hamlets. At least not those further away from Justern.
I see, right.
Oh,
that
for
makes a lot
reference,
of
we should
sense.
probably get a party count around on here, so that you guys know where you are. And you are currently...
So it isn't that unusual to not see any traffic coming from Jester.
No,
But
you
this
do,
is
however,
unusually
know
low.
that there are a couple of people who may have travelled there by boat.
Right.
And travelled back by boat. Certainly the cargo boats that sail the River Dervin would go all the way to Carthan. Traders and such. Obviously you're not on the trade route to Zorenia. What is weird, though, is that there's nobody from Justern resupplying Vanhania. Because, as you remembered, as the war moved over to Kovac, they need to move a lot of people quickly, so magical portals were opened.
Hmm.
And so it is apparent that all roads lead to Justern. And so, as you guys break the trail on the road, who will be our scout for the day? Who will be giving me their stealth check and having a little search around the path?
I think I'll do it.
That would make a lot of sense. Can I take that stealth check, please?
23.
23. You slip into the shadows surrounding the path with ease and begin to take a little look around at the surrounding area. There's definitely been a large amount of the festival goers who have headed down to the river and are sailing either towards Carthon or Justone. You also notice that some footprints, are off the beaten track in the surrounding forest. It's like people are avoiding the road as well, those who are capable of doing so. And as you all continue on the path, a few hours pass and you're fairly unbothered. We begin to approach the early afternoon, and you hear a couple of stomachs growling. As it's apparent it might be time for lunch. Will you stop for lunch?
Sure.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Okay. As you stop for lunch, Doctor, will you keep an eye out while the party eat?
Yeah.
Okay, give me your perception check.
Things loading.
Whilst we stop down for the thing, I would like to do something real quick.
Okay.
So I've put out a lantern. I'm gonna put my cast my holy lantern cantrip into it. And I will hold it. I'm assuming we're all going to be sitting like within range of the lantern, right?
Yeah, you'll be able to put it on a nearby
And
crate
Doctor's going to be
get some
within
advantage.
range of the lantern as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it grants perception advantage to other people, though.
It does if it's detecting illusions or hidden things.
Yes, that is correct.
Nice.
So, yeah, it doesn't pick anything up. Doctor, what was your perception check?
A 5.
A 5? You don't see shit. You've got the world's worst watcher on watch. But the rest of you, Kyo sort of is getting food ready.
Can I help him with this?
You can, but you notice as you smell the food on the wind that there's another smell coming towards the camp. And unless Kyo's doing a really bad job of cooking, there's a smell of burning in the air.
I look over to see if he's doing a bad job on cooking.
Kyo never does a bad job on cooking.
I thought so.
Okay.
He's the best cook ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just making
Kyo
sure.
doesn't. Fuck around.
How dare you?
Well, you never
Can
know.
I see any black clouds or something?
No, not specifically, but you do notice the smell is coming from what appears to be a sort of group of trees over to your east. Sorry, the party made a little bit of progress. Sorry, over to your west. You're not sure quite where.
What's this say? Sending a Carthon.
Whatever's happening over there, it doesn't seem good.
Should we check it
Do
out?
you guys want to take a look?
Sure.
Where?
I don't think this might not require like the whole party to go. Maybe just
No.
a couple people to scout it out first.
Okay,
Is
I'll
it just the stealthiest ones?
I
not-
volunteer as tribute.
Like,
Okay.
the stealthiest
be
ones and the
sneaking
ones
over
that
there
take
as
a
well.
hit.
As you head over towards the group of trees, you see a second path behind the trees. And as you look down to the east, as the road appears to dip around the edge of a mountain, you notice that there is a cart in the road that appears to be smoking. There is nobody nearby. But you see that there are signs of battle here. There are scars upon the road. A big fight took place here.
Is there a way for us to see
No.
roughly how recently, by how smoldered the cart is, for example?
I will take one of you give me a nature check, a second person give me an investigation check, and a third person give me an insight check.
I'll do an investigation.
If I'm there, I'll take the insight.
Okay, I'll have an insight from Gideon, an investigation from, was that Val?
Yeah.
That's a
And
14.
a nature check from Glacius, I guess. So 14 on the insight check. We'll need to see what you're rolling insight on first. What have you been
Well,
able?
for
11.
investigation.
12 and 11. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty easy. as you investigate, you notice that there are footprints leading to this cart from the west and back to the west. And you notice that the cart was coming from the northeast. With your insight check, you are able to realize that this cart would have been on the path from Zarenia to Carthan, which is leading a little bit over to the north and going west. And that the group had definitely come from the west to harass the cart. And with your nature check, as you look at the cart and you see the burning, you realize that this happened perhaps just before dawn.
Is there any insignia or like any markings on the cart to tell who's from?
No, nothing. It is a cart that was clearly under guard. There is even space for a couple of guards to hide within the cart.
But no sign of the people that were guarding the cart then?
Certainly not in the local area. As the attack probably happened before dawn, they've probably had 3 or 4 hours to travel. And you know they've gone west.
Is there anything left in the cart?
No. Sorry, what did you cast on the cart?
Detect magic?
Yeah, there is a lot of magic residue. You can see that spells are cast of a strong level of magic. Lightning, perhaps fire.
Oh, what's this Baylor Whisperdown's group?
As you're... No, you killed Baylor Whisperdown.
I mean, like the guy he's working for.
Harrokas Sunderdown. Well, regardless, you hear a sound from the east. And as you look to the east, you see 2 horses riding fast. One from Jasta and one from Zorenia, but they are meeting in the middle on the path. And as they get to you guys, the horses rear. These are... Well, give me a insight check, specifically Glacius.
Another 11.
Okay, you know that these are no commoner's horse. These horses are as noble as any horse breed has ever been. And you notice that the 2 men riding them are robed, one in black and one in deep red. As they get closer, you all recognize the one in red to be Rialdan of the Magus Arcane. But the one in black, you're not so sure of. He's definitely an elf of some sort. They come to a halt a little way away from you. And you see a globe surrounding you, and a mystical eye pops up behind you. And suddenly the globe dissipates, and they walk the horses over. Well, strange occurrence, a strange occurrence. Greetings. Gideon, Doctor, Glacius, Val, Roscoe. This here is Navanius. He is another headmaster of the Magus Arcane.
Navanius, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Now, Val, you know this person.
Oh.
Navanius is your father's direct superior, but also somebody who would occasionally have visited for dinner. He's a wise man and a peaceful man.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I was just gonna give introductions, like, good to see you again, Rialdan, nice to meet you, like, you're the guy. Yeah, so, yeah, sorry, anyways. Get some water.
Yeah, so Navanius sort of looks over and... Oh, pleasure to meet you all. Valedrin, you no longer study with us. A sad tale.
A story.
Don't let personal grudge prevent you from seeking stronger power. However, did you see anything happen here?
Fortunately not.
Back what I missed.
Navanius asked if you saw what happened here.
Oh, then I respond, no. You only smell the smell of smoke and...
Cool, you people like to repeat yourselves, don't you? They did answer.
Oh, fuck.
Regardless. Well, I'm an idiot. Let me put it that way. There was something integral to the survival of Carthan being transported from Zerenia. It can't be transported magically. I don't want to divulge too much about the nature, but oh my god! Do you know who that is? As you look over to the right, you see Doctor with Keo and Solara walking over, and Rialdan and Navanius, who bow to no king, take a deep bow at the feet of Solara. Lady Azeldria, I did not know you were travelling upon the road. You travel with these people.
Yes, it's their boss. I forgot.
No, she's not their boss.
No, it's like the daughter. Isn't it like she's the daughter of the boss?
This here is the daughter of Salmistra. And
Someone important.
somebody of the noblest blood in the land. Salmistra is not only the head of the Magus Arcane, but she was once the compatriot to the Lord Saladrian. And he is the king of the elves. This here is our princess.
I did not realize we were traveling with such noble company.
No, you have to
Please.
keep yourself hidden, Lady Azeldria, don't you? I'm sorry, do you go by a different name at the moment? She says. Solara will do. Alden, Navanius, pleasure. I'm headed to Justern to make inroads with Genkis. My mother believes that military support is necessary for Carthan and Zerenia as well. But what has gone missing? And they look over to you guys and back down to the ground, and you may speak in front of these men. They are brave and they are noble. And women. They said very well, my lady. The sapphire, the diamond, and the ruby that were for the protection of Carthan, already enchanted by your mother. She sort of stamps her foot. This will not do! Why were they not protected by the best? My lady, they were. They were protected by 6 of the best, as well as a couple of very dangerous mercenaries. Should we pursue these tracks? We have no choice. This is not something we can let pass. They turn to you. I know you have important business in Justern, but this must be pursued. Will you travel with us? Will you fight with us?
Of course.
Sure.
Is this going to Zerenia?
No, this cart was coming from Zerenia to Carthan.
It's going. The tracks are going west, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, Carthon.
And
It's Carthon then.
at this moment, are you wearing your bracelets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You hear a panicked voice come through the bracelet. And it is that of Starling.
Wait, I thought you gave hers back.
I thought she gave us back.
Oh, what a tragedy. Well, if she gave hers back, then you ain't gonna get the panicked voice of Starling, and that didn't happen. Oh well. No, I'm sure she gave somebody. I'm sure she gave somebody a way of contacting her.
She gave me a coin.
Right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Val, you hear the voice coming through the coin. As you search for your coin pouch where you've maybe misplaced it, not really giving 2 hoots for Starling, you hear this voice coming through clearer and clearer. I'm taken! I'm taken! I'm taken! And then she starts
Where? By whom?
She starts to shout out something that perhaps you understand, perhaps you don't. And she says, the foot of the mountain of Jazeth. Give me a history check.
I've been rolling terribly today. 8.
No, you ain't got a clue. Bear in mind, this voice is only audible by you.
Can I repeat it?
Yeah, please do.
I repeat it. Anyone take it on.
Who is this starling? Navanius asks.
A dear companion. We used to travel with them.
Saved my life.
Who does she work with?
Sisterhood.
Ah. One of the ladies of the Sisterhood. Is she resourceful, this starling?
Very.
It was quite helpful in our travels to Australia.
Australia.
She travelled with you to Mistralia. She cannot be weak. We need a tracker with us. Are any of you able to track well?
I can get around.
Alright. See whether you can work up where these paths take us, as the foot of Joseph is approximately 32 miles around. It is a mountain. I'm not sure that it's the best description I've ever heard. Perhaps she knows no more. Can I help you? Sorry. Wait. Stop it. Thank you. Sorry, my cat is trying to lean on my headset wire and drag my head to the ground.
No.
she loves it. She's always playing with it. So, Glacius, give me a survival check. Do you prefer survival or nature? I'm kind of okay with both here.
Survival.
Okay, good. Give me a survival check.
Dirty 20.
Alright, you are able to discern that at the moment the path of the retreating fighters heads to the west.
Tracks head west.
Yeah, and you keep following the tracks, and you notice a short way down that a couple of tracks break off to the east. Give me another survival check. And Roscoe, give me a perception check.
Ooh, that's only an 8.
You know that a couple of people broke off, but you can't work out how many of them or why. But what was Roscoe's muted perception check?
Oh, that's 20.
Oh, fantastic. You're able to see an outcropping to the right where these feet go up to. It is a ledge, a short way down from the mountain, and you notice that there are the footprints of people who trod incredibly lightly. You discern them to be perhaps elvish, but perhaps something more sinister. And it's fair to say, give me an insight check, but it's a very low DC.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Okay, that's plenty. I needed an 8. You are able to work out that perhaps arrows were shot from here to where the cart was. These footsteps breaking off the road were on the way to the fight. So,
Alright, well, I'm going to relay to everyone that this very much looks like it was the way.
okay. As you head further down the track, suddenly Gecko rears up, and Kyo looks over in concern. And he jumps off your horse, Roscoe, and he steps over. Magic. Magic of dragons.
That would explain fire.
Weldon looks over.
Again.
What do you mean, the magic of
Oh,
dragons? This salamander, you commune with it? Kyo says, well,
Occasionally.
we're friends. And then he bestrides Gecko. And he roots around in his bag and takes out a pair of spectacles and puts them on his eyes. Oh my, this is not just draconic magic. This is magic of all levels. I can't, it's too powerful, and he takes his glasses off. It is clear that he will explain that these glasses, they detect magic, but only this is residue, but it is so powerful. Navania says, well, we've been feeling that all the way. We assumed it was from the gems, but you say draconic as well. All right, bear with me. Navanius begins a chant, and the draconic magic is headed east, but the rest is headed west. We must make a decision. Follow the draconic magic or the magic of the protection of our people. We head west. And your tracking skills will no longer be necessary, Tracker. The residue of magic in the air is Well, this is strong,
Hmm.
even for us.
Do I get the feeling that this draconic magic was similar to the one to the dragon that we fought at the festival?
Perhaps you want to mention said dragon out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just left the festival at the crossroads where a dragon
Festival of the
attacked.
Harvest
That
Moon?
might be.
A dragon attacked?
Yes.
Was it slain?
Yes. Yeah.
By whose
Yes.
hand?
I
A
well
shopkeeper. He gave his life.
wasn't
Looks
just
over.
a shopkeeper. He used
The
a
Lady
powerful tool
Azeldria.
to-
The Lady
Like-
Azeldria says, my stepfather. He is dead. Bracthus is dead? This is terrible news. I'm so sorry, my lady. You fought this dragon. All of you?
Yes.
Stealth battle.
Yeah.
What color was it?
Red, I believe.
Red.
Red. And a woman.
Well, dragons are known to transform to humanoid form. This is not a red dragon. Well, perhaps it is, but it is no mere red dragon. It is flying to the east. But why? Dragons have not been seen upon this land for 220 years. Why now?
Something is happening.
A mystery.
Oh, it's dead now.
Not the one that is flying this way. This is a dragon of ancient power. I do not wish to fight a dragon today. Let's head west.
Do I? Let's make haste as well.
He looks over to to Keel. You said you had some glasses that detected magic. May I have a look at them? Keel looks a bit embarrassed and he passes them over. These are a strong magic. They're an incredible invention. Where did you buy these? Keel looks sheepish. I made them, sir. You must enroll at the Mage's Arcane when you get to Justern. Your magic is strong. This is... wow. Technology I've never seen. Regardless, may I use them for now? They will not blind me. Kyo nods. Here, sir, these might help you too. And he gives him a small headband. Both of them. And as they place it on, well, that is... ooh. They shake their heads. That is quite something. Oh, you are quite the
I give
inventor.
Kyo
young
like
man.
a pat on the back.
Uh,
Good job. Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't bear it. And Kyo sort of looks at them. Oh. Are any of you a priest?
Yes.
Here,
Gideon.
put this on. This is not for me.
Did you hand me the headband?
Yes.
I just... oh, well. Put it on.
Kyo looks confused. I didn't realize there was a discernment. I must think harder on this. As you place it on, you are able to see the residue of something else. This is like you're detecting life, perhaps. But there is lots of it. You see... by the way, it's fair to say, Navanius, Roscoe, did you also respond to the call of who the fuck's a priest?
I didn't know because
Okay.
I'm not really a priest.
Anyone
that they're
who can
looking
wield the
for.
divine magic.
Okay.
So yeah, just say yes.
Sure, then.
Okay. Right,
Yeah, Navanius will hand you also one. And you are both able to see the paths of squirrels, of insects, of fleas, of wasps, of birds, and of larger life force. And the life force heading east was something. It is
something.
It is like a calling to you almost. This is as close as you would get to communing with a god while in the regular world.
Santa smiles upon me.
So proud of Kyo right now.
And as you begin to follow the tracks west, there's something worse. Navanius looks down, spits. Shadowvale magic is present. This is impossible. This is within our borders. This cannot be.
Nothing's
So,
impossible.
Powerful
something's gone
Shadowvale
terribly
magic.
wrong. I have a theory, and it is only a theory.
Yes.
Perhaps the ancient dragons that we have seen came from the Shadow Vale and were transported here by their foul magic.
The dragons would not survive the plane of shadow. Not these
They
sorts
have
of dragons.
dragons,
They are
though.
pure. These are no Draco Liches, no shadow dragons, but true dragons. They would not survive the plane of shadow.
Something is
It
terribly
is
wrong.
anathema for them to work with the Shadow Veil. This is separate. The Shadow Veil magic heads west. Prepare yourselves for battle. We don't know what we will come upon. Here, we must
Been
make
prepared.
camp. I must prepare some other spells. We will take rest.
I will.
We fight against another dragon.
I shall do the same.
And
I'm gonna help Keo with dinner.
they stop. It is only 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but Navanius and Rialdan begin chanting, and suddenly a tower rises from the ground. It is perhaps 4 stories tall, and made of metal. Come in, come in.
Intellect Fortress?
I would
No.
like to.
Yes, go
I
on.
would like to cast the alarm spell around the tower.
Okay, you do so. Navanius sort of laughs. This tower has some protections of its own, but I appreciate your concern. Warforged, perhaps you may keep watch upon the road. And then Rialdan sort of turns. Wait, hadn't even considered that. No, you must wait inside. Navanius, this is royalty. He knows now. Ah,
Oh,
I see.
Keo put his steel defender up.
Yes. Perhaps this angry metal gnome sort of trots around the perimeter of the alarm. My, you're full of surprises, little one, aren't you? Very well. Come in, come in. I will prepare us some food. Keo pipes up.
I think.
Perhaps I might do so. I'll cook as well. I look forward to seeing what you can prepare. You will find ingredients in the cupboard over there. And at this moment, not only will you take a long rest, but perhaps if any of you wish to change any spells, you may be able to do so.
Yep, already have.
All my spells.
Should I keep Death Ward or should I pick up something different?
Oh,
What would be your options?
Let me check.
how strange. You discuss the nature of your spells with each other. Your understanding is deep.
Yeah, we
There is space for both.
Always prepared.
There
I'm
is
dumb.
space for priests and for mages alike at the Magus Arcane. I really must insist that you all enroll when you get to Justin.
Yes,
Hmm.
my mighty magic.
Okay. And not only will the party take a short rest here, but so will we, as we take a momentary break. There will be a couple of breaks today. I'm in a little bit of pain, so yeah. And we'll be back shortly. Welcome back. As you are in this tower, and Keo begins to cook, Navanius turns to you. It may interest you to know that time is not passing outside of this tower right now. We are not losing time, so a full, long, peaceful rest will be necessary as we re-prepare some spells. Kier, I have something for you. And he produces a ring, and he hands it to Valedrin. I have taken the liberty of storing a spell in there already. And perhaps, if you get the opportunity, you might use it.
what's the spell?
Well, it's, That's
That's
not
my
what I wanted to
favorite
do. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, that's what they're gonna do when you cast it. It is... well, there's 2 spells in there, actually. Sorry, I thought there was only 1, but there are 2. One is Sunburst. And the other is Dimension Door.
Ah,
Listen,
fun.
there is an evocation in there that may come in helpful. Rialdan put it in there himself. But more importantly, there is a spell there of Dimension Door. And I would very much appreciate it if the moment comes and you need to get the Lady Azeldria out. You use it to do so.
Sensible. Very sensible.
Now,
I do.
we have a couple of spells left in us today, I believe. Rialdan? Yes. Do you perhaps carry any of these trinkets yourself?
I do. I have one of these rings here as well.
Very well. I'm not sure how well you can activate a spell of the arcane.
I can try.
You're not an arcane trickster yet, right?
Not yet. No.
Yeah, good luck with that.
That's
I'll do it.
Who just said that?
I think that was Glacius.
Okay.
Yeah, barbarian,
I-
well known for his
Okay.
activation of arcane spells. Perhaps you might give it to your friend there. He seems well versed in the arcane magics.
Yo.
okay.
Okay.
I'll pass over the ring for the time being.
Young one, there is a powerful spell of destruction in there. Kyo, no, I don't want it. I will not. Will not rain such destruction. I've seen it. No, I prefer the things that help friends. I'm sorry. But Our Lady here, and he will point towards Validrin. Perhaps she may use one and then the other? And he nods. Well, in that case, Validrin, lead us in with this ring, and then use the other afterwards. I will
Look in the ring.
Meteor Swarm. And he will cast it with
I
you.
knew it.
He will cast it with you. Now,
Cool.
how are we for invisibility? Can any of you pass unseen?
Oh yes, I definitely
And
can.
I can do
No.
the Lady Azeldria says anybody who cannot, I will assist them in this.
I thank you very
Cool.
deeply.
Oh, they're only got the one space in them. It's fair to say you guys might need an advantage. Now, one more thing and then I will rest.
Sorry, say again about the invisibility.
Solara will help anybody who can't do it for themselves.
Oh, I can also assist with this
The
as
Lady
well.
Azeldria
Sorry.
will do so. One last thing before we head onwards. And he sort of looks over the group. You're behind on your studies of true learning. I would like to give you some gifts. Do you have somewhere you could store them, perhaps? An extra-dimensional bag? Excellent. And he goes to his library, and you see him put his hand on a book, and the shelf opens, and he steps through it. And he returns after a short while with a huge tome. Like it is thick like this. And he hands it over to... Who said they would store them? Who's got a bag of holding? Roscoe?
I do.
You do?
Roscoe.
Okay. He hands it over to you, Roscoe. This is a book of languages. You may study it over time. Perhaps learn some other tongues.
Okay.
This-
I will definitely take the time to do that.
This here, and he hands a smaller book to the Lady Validrin, is a spell tome I penned a few years back. You will be able to learn some of the lesser spells from it. And this here is a study of the politics and of the progression of Sogravia in the last 150 years. This is a tome that must be read to be a true member of the Magus Arcane, and Val, I know you probably read it, but the rest of you should have a look. Some of you have been sheltered. Some travelled from far away, and some have lost memories of their past. This will aid. Is there anything else that you wish to pursue the learning of? As I have one of the finest libraries in the world. Yeah.
Would you have anything on the studies of Lathander?
Studies of Lathander. I have many things, but one in particular might interest you. And he goes and gets a book out of the back. In fact, he brings two books back. One is written in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish?
Do I speak Elvish? I do, in fact, speak Elvish.
Okay, excellent. I'm glad I did
You
not need to
read it,
translate it
though.
for you. And this one is written in the language of your people. 200 years ago, I received this tome as a gift from one of the lords of the Asimar, before their sad passing. Perhaps a little of your heritage knowledge and a little of the study of their gods might interest you. But this book here is on Nathan. Please. Partake in them. Learning is important and is free.
I thank you deeply. No.
And then he hands a book over to Kyo. Do you read, little one? I can read. I speak a few languages. I'd like to learn some more. I am a quick learner. Good. Then this book shall be of use for you. This is a book of the more dwarven contraptions, that perhaps you might be able to make sense of. There is a study in there from a dwarf who travelled west a long time ago. The land's unknown. Sadly, he was lost to us, but he was in the process of creating what he called a... What did he call it? God, it's been so long since I've read that book. An arbalest? I don't know. It used some sort of smoking powder to fire shot. It was a frightening tool, usable by those of non-magic wheel, but... Alas, the art is lost to us, but perhaps you may bring it back to us. There are few of your kind anymore. There is, however, a gnome you should meet in Justern.
Glock.
There is a gnome you should meet in Justern, young one. He goes by the name of Lefrico, and he also studies the creation of magical artifacts. Perhaps you two may converse one day. Will be a respected scholar. He sort of laughs. Well, first let's hope I'm a good cook. And he goes and he presents you all with a plate of dinner. And he's found some rather exotic ingredients here, and you're all presented with roast pheasant. And you will all gain 15 temporary hit points from eating this. And then he hands Doctor a strange cup. Metal cup. I've been thinking. I think this might help you. Taste it if you will. I hope it's okay. I call it Aqua Vitalis.
I gotta reach in for food.
No, this is just a cup of drink.
Oh, a drink.
Yeah. And as you taste it, for the first time, you can taste. This is a bizarre experience for you, as you have not tasted anything since you were forged. But it's just a cleansing, clear feel in the mouth. You will also have 15 temporary hit points.
Oh, 15. I thought you said 5.
No, 15.
Whew.
So they got any magic weapons in their tower?
Many. None for you.
Ah.
They've given you what they perceive as enough. You should... What do you mean magic weapons? You should have loads of magic weapons.
I do.
Yeah, damn right. Get over it. Interestingly, Gideon, as the group go to rest after their meal, you begin to have a little flick over the tome of your ancestors. But although you are able to read the celestial symbols, this is ancient and almost beyond your recognition. You will need to use the tome
Shakespearean English, basically.
a little harder, because it's like reading Shakespeare in English when everything's written in symbols.
Oh, jeez.
So some of these symbols are outdated, and it's clear that you're missing some really important information, but Roscoe's tome will enable you to decipher some of these things. As you begin to learn of the art of the Asimar, where they placed protections within gems upon their body that could be reenacted at any given time. As you are headed to your rest, Navanius comes up to you and hands you a small sapphire. Here. This is one of the few tokens of your people I still have. Concentrate on it and it will allow you to cast the spell within.
I see.
This one, I believe, was for the protection of allies.
I thank you. You've
That is okay.
given me so much of my people. I
You
don't
know-
know how I can repay you.
Rumor says that your people live, some of them, to the west. Far, far, far to the west.
As I've heard. If I make it through this damned war, I might travel there, start a life, family.
Well, to good dreams, eh? Okay. And then, at this point, you will be able to take your long rest, and when you wake, just outside... No, Kyo did not get a gun, by the way. Kyo got the study of guns.
Sad.
Okay, he has the blueprints for a gun now.
Well, a very, very old-school version of... It'll be a long time before he works
No,
out how to
Kyo has
turn
a
to
Glock
something new.
now.
You probably want a healing
Kyo's
glove.
not going to be using a gun.
No.
A
not
healing
this.
gun.
However,
A
as you,
healing gun.
as you wake and look out, it appears barely minutes have passed. And...
Magic.
wizards and magic, eh? You see Rialdan is getting himself dressed in something kind of unusual. This is no normal robe, but appears to glisten with scales of dragonkind. And you
Does
see...
it look like mine?
No, this looks like something you've never seen. He places a golden circlet upon his head, almost like a crown. And the Lady Azeldria is... got her head bowed in concentration. And she sits up. Well, here goes nothing, eh? And she slams her fists upon the ground. And in an act that seems a little OP, if you ask me, she casts greater invisibility upon every one of you. It will last as long as I can hold it. But we must make haste.
Go.
At this point, if you have any preparations to make that will last more than a minute or two, please make them. Be it mage
How long will
armor
be
or...
on the road to get to...
I cannot say, but the magic is close. Perhaps 20 minutes at most.
I will cast
Let's ride.
invisibility.
Let's go.
Look, I'll see invisibility, okay.
I would also like to augment our current invisibility. I will provide pass without trace as well, so that we also leave no tracks or any signs of us being here as we move.
As he's doing that, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon, and as always, the golden longsword appears. A bit more radiant now, more gold, more glowing, and he's going to take it and put it in a sheath at his side.
Okay.
One that you guys have only just noticed he has.
Interesting.
Fun fact, this is for him to store his spiritual weapon when he is not needing it, but is just
Spiritual
casting it.
Okay.
Can you still like summon it out of its sheath?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh
Should do
shit, I
that.
will also cast aid. Because apparently I can do that right now.
Yeah, you can. Is that 5 temporary hit points to everybody? Or just to 3 people?
That's 5 maximum hit points to 3 people.
To 3 people. Who will you choose?
Glacius, Kyo, and Roscoe.
Excellent choices. Okay. As you
Is
set
that
out...
2 daggers started us
As
now?
you set out upon the road, you realize that none of you can see each other apart from whoever casts the invisibility.
Ayo.
So Glacius and Roscoe, you collide. And Glacius is carrying about 47 spears at this point in time and manages to stab the both of you. You take 4 points of piercing damage each.
Right, and since
About
I know
11
that it was
hit points.
Glacius, how
Do you?
stealthy is Glacius? Like, very not stealthy at all?
Glacius is pretty stealthy.
Oh, okay.
The only
He's
person who's
stealthier
currently
than
not
Gideon
stealthy
and
is the clumping doctor as you hear as he walks across the ground, you know. He might be leaving no tracks, but he's sure as hell making a loud noise.
Right. What I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna look towards where the try to figure out where this sound's coming from. Try to reach out and touch. Am I able to actually get my hand on say the
Perhaps,
shoulder or
but
something? or-
at this moment, Kyo pipes up from the middle. This is very inconvenient, lady. Here, and he sort of throws a pile of things on the floor. As each of you pick them up, you see that they are a small necklace. As you put them round you, you will all be able to see invisibility. Most convenient.
Oh, excellent.
And then the lady, Zeldria, is sort of shaking her head and staring at Doctor. Alright, guess you need a second spell. Bear with me.
I'm going to tap Doctor on the shoulder and give him Blessing and Trickster. He will gain advantage on Dex checks for an hour.
Okay. She will cast Silence on 2 bracelets and hand one to Gideon and one to Doctor.
Oh, excellent.
You will need to take these off when the time comes to cast spells, but for now, at least, you will not give us away.
You see Gideon like speak and say something, but you can't really understand what he's saying. Realizes he has it on.
We're just seeing him mouth things. The same with Doctor.
Well, funny is, I have the observant feat, so
Now-
if this is reversed, I'd be able to tell what he's saying.
Enough. Let us progress with haste. And you begin to make your way down the road towards where the tracks were.
Ride.
And as you get over to a certain corner, you look and you see a small gap between 2 mountain outcroppings. And Navanius holds his hand up. He swipes his hand across in the air and a small circle appears. And you see a large group of various people. There are vampires, there are halflings, there are 2 or 3 purple-skinned men.
Shadowville, motherfuckers.
You see 8 people chained to a wall. And Navanius shakes his head. We cannot try and free these prisoners. We must attack now. Adrian, use the ring! And Railden raises his hand. At this point, Dr. Gideon, you may chuck your bracelets to the side.
Am I able to do some quick battle preparation spell
In a
casts?
second, as these 2 meteor showers will land first, I will need your 40d6, please.
40d6?
That is what I said.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, perhaps you should roll these with real dice. I look forward to it. See you in an hour.
Yep.
I have a d6 here.
Good.
4.
Okay.
Clearly, I need to get out my
Yeah, it's
dice
alright, just
pot
bear with me a
for
second on
40k.
that.
I
Just
actually
bear
have
with me a
40
sec.
d6 somewhere.
I made one.
Okay. I will need initiative
daggers
rolls
at her.
and to know if any of the rest of you will be making preparations.
Can I
I'm
give
gonna
someone like
scream
really- Yeah, I
the
will be.
delayed fireball wand?
The delayed fireball wand. Nobody can use it yet. Only you.
Alright.
But
Never mind.
you can fire it through the gap if you like.
Oh, just save it.
I would like to.
I'll do another 18d6 damage, so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a 58d6 instead then.
Sure.
Okay, I don't think I have that many d6.
I would like to do something.
Yeah?
Gideon draws his sword and tosses it in the air, where it actually starts to grow in size until suddenly an arm appears out of nowhere, grabs it, and then the rest of a body of an apparent angel appears right like behind him. It's only the top half, but it has a fierce expression and a shield carrying Gideon's sword, and on his shield is embossed the symbol of Lathander. I am casting Guardian of Faith.
Knew it.
And assuming that we're casting us, whenever we like try and deal damage to them with the fireballs and the showers, I would like to cast Moonbeam.
Okay. What's the range of Moonbeam?
I'm gonna
That's a
scream
5.
really loud.
It's 5 feet, but it's also 20 feet. In,
The range, not the radius. The range.
Oh, 120 feet.
20 feet. 120 feet.
Yes.
Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. You're currently casting about 500 foot away.
Oh, never mind then.
But I will allow you to throw the delayed blast fireball, as it will just keep going. So first of all, I will take your initiatives, please, and then I will hear if I will go through you one by one, see if anybody has any preps. So Val, your initiative, please.
24.
All right. Is that a crit?
No.
Glacius?
I crit.
Crit
24
for
as well.
24. Okay.
We have
Gideon?
+3 on initiatives.
21, and I crit.
Okay. I'm gonna. You do have +3, but I'm not gonna use that because you're all gonna roll on a separate initiative table to them, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doctor, your initiative. I just need to know which order
27.
you guys are going in. Is that also a crit?
No.
Holy shit, alright.
We're all good.
So the only people to crit so far were
no, not
Glacius and
27, 17.
the only people to crit so far were Glacius and Gideon, correct?
I think so, yes.
Okay, Roscoe?
10.
Okay. With advantage?
Yes.
Sick. Kia?
+3 to that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as we get the order of where you guys are going. I'm just not adding the +3 for any of you. Kia? Glacius? Darth?
And it said, yeah.
What did
Can
Kia
you
get?
hear me?
I haven't got a number yet.
5.
5, thank you. Okay.
At like 3 times.
Right, so I come first to Gideon. Are you making any preparations before the battle begins? Are you casting any spells?
Oh, me?
Yeah, for reference, that blue sapphire cast Beacon of Hope.
Cool. I will activate that then.
Okay, you will need to concentrate on it.
Never mind.
Well, why, you're not
think
concentrating on anything else, are you?
Concentration.
Spirit Guardian.
Oh, you're concentrating on Spirit Guardians? Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Oh no, wait, sorry, no, it's Guardian of Faith, which does not. So.
No, Guardian of Faith doesn't.
Perfect.
Beacon of Hope seems
Would it
very
be smart
relevant
to
in
use
this
it now
moment.
then?
It will last until you get to the battle and throughout.
Okay, yeah, then I'll have to.
Unless you get bashed in the face. Okay, fantastic. Val, did you have anything you were precasting apart from Shadowblade and Mage Armor and Delayed Fireball and Meteor Swarm?
Hey.
Haste, yes, right, okay, cool. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Glacius can't cast any spells. Roscoe, are you precasting anything?
Really loud though.
Yeah, I'm gonna precast 2 things: Death Ward and what's it? Where is it here? Fucking Enhance Ability.
Who are you death warding? Yourself?
Not myself. I'm gonna be Death Warding Gideon.
Okay, and you are also casting what, sorry? Enhance Ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna be casting Enhance Ability as 3rd level spell, which
On-
gives 2 targets. The Bear's Endurance component, myself, and let's go with Gideon as
Okay.
well. We
Advantage on con saves, right?
it's 2d6 temporary hit points.
Oh, fucking hell, add some more temporary hit points. Just take a flat 10.
And on top of my other
Yeah,
just-
Doctor, are you precasting anything?
I'm going to precast Shield of Faith on the Val.
Okay, that'll be another... Fuck me, Val's armor must be about 408 right now. You will also be able to Blade Sing and Rage, by the way. You will be able to start your Blade Song and your Rage. Is Kyo precasting anything?
He's gonna haste me.
Okay. Beautiful. Alright. We begin. As the meteors rain down upon the sky, I will take those numbers, Val, now.
228.
Okay. A couple of the smaller enemies are definitely dead. The prisoners are fucked.
Oh no.
Well.
Great stalling.
But...
Oh no!
Bye-bye.
No, Starling is a different kettle of fish. You didn't see Starling when you were looking at the chained prisoners. Okay.
Didn't
And
look that hard though.
as the fireball explodes, you all reach the battlefield. Which for some reason I am really struggling with my brain to bring up. That's how we do it. There we go. Okay. For the purpose of this battle, there is something important you should know. Your enemies are listed as 1s when they are in fact 6s and 7s, so I will explain the battlefield in a second, as this is going to be a rather long and rather difficult encounter. Jamal, would you kindly go to the bot spam and press skip for me? Or
Yep,
type
working
skip.
on it.
Thank you. Okay. Where are my enemy counters? There we go. There's the
Hit
music.
him really
Hey,
hard.
the Skyrim music. This is.
Okay. Oh,
that's not
that's
the right
not
zone.
good.
That's not-
All right, now I want to play.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, on the B counter, you have 6 enemies. On the E3 counter, you have 4 enemies. On the E5 counter, you have 2 enemies. On the E2 counter, you have 6 enemies. And on the E6 counter, you have 4. So there are groups of enemies at each of these places. And let's turn that music down ever so slightly before we begin, because that is quite loud. We come first to
Oh.
Glacius. You see before you what appears to be 6 very well armored enemies with shields up. They are E2. And they block the way for the rest of you. To the rest of them.
I'm gonna run up
Yep. Yep, okay.
E2.
Okay, you find yourself surrounded by various enemies. What will you do?
Before I run up, I just want to get them situated in the pattern so I can hit them all with my breath weapon.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. And they will be making group saving throws. Is this Constitution or Dexterity?
A Constitution.
Okay. The group directly in front of you make a 11.
That does not pass.
Okay. So, give me the damage.
Take 11 damage. 11.
None of them appear to be particularly bothered.
I just wanted to do it. I'm then just gonna run up and I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, you come to the first of the enemies who raises his shield up. And a large, what appears to be a greatsword in the other hand. Swing away.
Wait, he's one-handed.
That'll hit.
22 to hit for the first.
Yeah, he's using it one-handed.
Okay.
That'll hit. 16, 18?
Okay. No, that was 16 to hit for my second attack. This
Okay.
is the first
The
damage.
16 will
which was
miss.
10.
The first damage was 10. Okay. The 16 misses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Brilliant. That brings us to Gideon.
Alright. We're doing an action here.
That is usually
Gideon's
how
going
combat works.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna activate Magoro Wings, and he's gonna rise into the sky.
A bird.
Let's see. He is going. Yeah, that's an action for that, and then you see his spirit take the longsword, and he's gonna throw it at the battlefield. As it leaves its hand, it goes back to its regular size. It's going to try and slam into one of the enemy's chests.
Okay. As your spear traverses the battlefield, it hits what looks to be a spellcaster. Was that guiding bolt, by the way?
That was my spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay. Yep. What was the roll to hit?
The roll to hit was a 24.
24.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
Yeah. This is not a crit, by the way, and for 8 force damage.
Okay. And your bonus action?
That was my.
That was your bonus action, despite the fact you said this is going to be an action.
Yeah, my action was
He
to
uses
fly up
wings.
in the air using
Oh,
Radiant
yeah, okay.
Soul.
And as you fly above the battlefield, you look down and you see someone who you recognize. You see a small group over to the right. And a face that you thought you'd never see again. This music was going.
Reminder, if this is Lost, I do not recognize them.
Okay, why do you not recognize Lusk?
I'll PM it to you.
Oh, okay, I must have missed something there.
Yep, you did.
Oh, because, no, never mind, I've just clicked. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, in that case, you don't see anybody you recognize, but you see somebody staring up at you. A little confused. You see what appears to be a reborn, a Shadow Veil, a vampire, and who I left out? And a sort of well-dressed elven figure in a small group to the side. The Shadow Veil starts a song that Val, you recognize as he begins to blade sing. Does that conclude your turn, Gideon?
Seeing them, the Spirit Guardian's gonna thrust out his hand. Oh, right hand, sorry. He's gonna thrust out his hand, and the spear is going to dislodge itself from the guy's chest, and is gonna come flying back and once again, like basically, anytime it's recalling or throwing, it basically is giant when it gets to his hand, small when it leaves his hand. But yeah, it goes back to his hand, and he's gonna call out to the entire this is free action, and he's gonna call out to the entire kind of army before him. He's gonna say, "You face the last Asar, Gideon Dawnstar. Flee or you shall perish. Under Lathander's eyes, you will fall."
You see a Shadowvel step forward, or we could kill you. He looks at you, and he begins to spin, Shadowblade in hand. And he will move up to Gideon. You moved up into the air, correct? So he will move up to Glacius, and he will swing. And he will hit. That is definitely hitting. You take 18 points of damage. And then he swings again. And you take another 14. And then he takes an action, a bonus action, to lean over into your ear. This is where you die. And Ravenesca will glory in your moments of death. Valedrian, you're up.
I cast blindness on the blade singer.
Oh! Yeah, sorry, that ain't gonna happen. That's a 21.
Wow.
Punch him in the face. Does that?
Yeah,
does
just
that work?
punch him in the face.
You stab me. Fuck you.
Okay.
Funny.
Well, I'll run next to. Is that Glacius?
It is Glacius.
Yeah, I'll just run. I'll flank E3.
You won't be flanking. There are... E2 is 6 enemies with shields in a phalanx in front of you.
Well, that's fine.
So, yeah.
Where would the blade singer be?
He is in the middle of them. So you will be able to hit him.
I'll just swing.
Okay. I'll do it.
Airball.
And at this moment, Val, take a look at your AC and realize that hitting him may be difficult.
Yeah.
That won't hit.
Oh wait, damn! Just realized.
Yeah.
He's really high.
I just realized he's got haste and Shield of Faith and
Yeah.
Blade Song and Mage Armor and...
No, he doesn't. He doesn't get all that too. No.
Of course he does.
That's only on.
He's a Blade Singer.
Yes, he does.
No,
if I have it.
Oh,
Everything I have, he has.
Yeah.
Now hold
Yeah,
on.
fair.
That's not how this works.
Meet Luvan.
Wait, so he has a ring with meteor swarm in it?
No, he didn't have Meteor Swarm, unfortunately.
Thank God.
Val, does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
Okay. At this moment, a reborn, sort of, you barely even see him. You just see a quick flash of a crossbow. Sorry, of a bow from the back right. Doctor. That is a 26 to hit.
I am not hasted, that will hit.
That will hit.
Who is hasted, by the way?
Glacius and Val.
Right.
Okay. That is
AC bonus.
9 piercing damage. Oh my god, the dice roll loudly. Plus 17 sneak attack damage.
Fucking rogue. Wonderful.
And then you look up to where the bow was shot from, but he's gone.
And mages.
No, not a mage. He's just a rogue. Okay, at this point,
And rogues then.
one of the E3s will fire a firebolt at Glacius. That is a 19 to hit.
23.
23 AC? Okay. It doesn't hit you. The next one looks over and thinks, that was a good idea. I'm going to do the same. That's a 15 to hit. That also won't hit. The third one looks at his compatriots.
You can try.
Pathetic. Make a dex save, Glacius.
I'm good at those.
No, you're not.
Ooh, that's only a 16.
Oh, 16! Okay. Yeah, that'll hit you. Exciting. And you will be hit by a small streaking bolt of lightning. That is
Not
a
afraid.
11 lightning damage.
Take 5. Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, perhaps you will, perhaps you won't. Roscoe. For reference, Roscoe is the R, obviously.
Yep.
And Kyo is the C. We don't have an E. Where is the E coming from?
Is the horse there?
The horse?
Donkey?
We'll have to wait
Donkey,
and see.
sorry.
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh yeah, the lich donkey horse.
Okay. I will need a dex save from Kyo and Roscoe. And Doctor. Doctor hasn't stepped up yet.
No.
Wow, that's awful. It's a 6. What's
Alright.
this against?
A fireball.
Come on.
Okay.
Ooh, that's only an 8. Oh no, Kyo, please.
Okay, both of you will take
That's 22.
26 fire damage unless you get... Oh, sorry, all three of you take 26 fire damage apart from Doctor, who will take 13.
I take none. I have
Oh, you
shield
take none?
master.
Yeah, of course you do. Fantastic. Okay.
Shield Master buddies.
The next of these mages looks over towards Gideon in the air.
The flying man.
That's a 14 to hit, though. He won't hit you.
You tainted a target on your
Gideon with his 500 AC.
Whatever he tried to hit me with, like, or my...
Just a bolt of flame.
Yeah, the spirit just, like, goes forward and slashes it out of the air.
Okay, Doctor, you're up.
This is...
So I would like to run up and start smacking someone.
Okay. I would advise not smacking the Blade Singer.
Smack the Blade Singer.
Smack one of the warlords.
We'll do. Oh wait, shoot! Right before I do any of that, I wanted to use the inspiration that you gave me that I never used before.
Well, roll to hit first, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, use that inspiration. That will give you an advantage roll now.
Oh my god, I'm sure it's Gideon's a stand user.
That'll hit.
Oh,
New D&D character is a stand user.
So close to crit. Yeah. No.
Like, it was a fucking stand user. Sure.
Okay. Real damage.
Boy, what up?
That's gonna be 11.
Okay. That hurt.
At 2.
Fantastic. Does that conclude your turn, Doctor? Or are you swinging again?
Oh, that was my second swing, wasn't it?
No, you used your inspiration, didn't you? To re-roll your first one.
Oh.
So you
Okay,
need a
okay.
second hit with no advantage. That'll hit. Okay.
6 damage.
Cool. Does that conclude your turn?
Yeah. Also, I'd like to let the party know everyone gets 10 hit points.
Okay. We'll gain 10 temporary hit points. At this moment, you see a vampire flit down towards the enemies, a circle of dim light surrounding him. As he has his holy symbol in his hand, he's holding it up to the sky. And then this well-dressed elf-looking male holds his hand up towards Doctor. Make a Christmas saving throw, please, Doctor.
Oh no.
Deletes their existence.
Lost can't delete anyone's existence.
Doctor,
Not just deletes their existence to, like, I don't know, Avernus.
Control F you.
I suggest you kneel. Hey, enemy one's behind my head. Oops. There we go. And Doctor, you will be forced to kneel until your next turn.
Smack
It's
my-
The end of your next turn. Okay. A small group of vampires out to the right dash out. The first one will attack Von Idrin with a short sword twice and miss twice. The second one will fire a bow at Gideon and miss. The next one will fire another bow at you. Oh, that'll hit.
Was that a crit?
Yeah. You take
Oh,
13
no.
piercing damage.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Okay, 13 you said?
Yep.
Hey, no.
Well, I take them because
Amulet,
of
right?
ASMR calling.
Yep. At this moment, the lady who you know as Solara, but everybody else knows as Eldria, steps forward onto the battlefield and she... once. You see purple flames surround all of your enemies. No one's making her dex save. Everybody will be under the effects of fairy fire. And then she grabs a stone from around her neck, and she throws it down upon the ground. We will each be healed for... Oof. 12 HP.
Nothing.
I'm back at full.
Okay. Oh, back at full, you say? This one will cast upon you.
I'm good.
Fuck you.
Oh, I need a dex save, please, from Glacius. And from Val and from Doctor. Anybody who got below an 18 will be surrounded by purple flames of fire. Did any of you fail that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Alright. Then the next one will ask you all to make a strength save, you three again.
Ha!
Frank?
Drink.
Yep.
Ha!
Doctor
That's
just
what
casual
happens.
24.
Laughs and
I got a
Glacius with a
13.
whole lot of nope. And Val?
13.
Okay.
You asked the wizard to do a strength saving throw.
Did you succeed?
No.
Alright then. You'll be under the effects of entangle. First of all, the ground will be difficult terrain, and secondly, you will be struggling to attack. At this moment, we come to Navanius. Navanius
Why?
sort of gestures with his hand, and the ground underneath all the enemies in front of you that are not those warlords who are lined up at the front begins to shake and twist and turn as he keeps his hand moving, and you see them falling about. I need to make a con save here. Well, that was the best fucking entangle of history, wasn't it? Alright, he loses concentration. And you see that the enemies at the back are ruptured with severe damage. Roscoe, you're up.
Okay, Bladesinger, under the effects of a lot of magic, yes?
Yeah, I would probably steer away from that dude.
I'm dispelling it.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Any spell third level or lower on the target ends for each spell fourth level or higher on the target, an ability check, spell casting ability. So what
You
level
need to
spells
make
are there on the
one roll for a 14.
Okay, DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah. Yeah, so you need to make one roll for a 14.
Ability check on my spell casting ability, which...
Yeah, you just need to make a wisdom roll. Wisdom check.
Okay.
And get a 14.
Oh yeah, that's 21.
Yep, okay, the haste disappears.
Okay, and all the rest of the magic under third level? is
Oh,
gone
it's all
as well.
gone, yeah. That's fine.
Yep.
Doesn't affect Bladesong though, but affects everything else. Bladesong
Right.
is not...
And
So, your armor class is now 23.
And I'm going to move out to the right a bunch. Get as further away from Kyo.
You're in a narrow stone corridor. You can move 2 foot to your right.
Oh, okay. Right, 2 foot to my right.
The
start
corridor
forward.
ends where Gideon is flying.
Right, okay. Then I'm going to move forward so that
To the end
right
and
slightly.
then to the right,
No, no,
yeah?
no.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
out there, why not?
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll make you a nice prime target for my next group of enemies. Anyone else? Anything else, Roscoe?
Nope, I'm just going to chill there and, yeah. No bonus actions.
Marvellous. At this point, one of the vampires will fire a bow at you because you just stepped out in front of everybody. But don't worry, he can't shoot for shit.
Don't worry,
The
don't.
next one will... yeah. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All of us, you say?
All of you.
And it's a wisdom saving throw?
It is.
Fuck me, that's a
No.
lot of it!
Okay. What's this? What's the effect?
Any of you who get below a 17 will need to throw your weapon on the floor.
Carrying a weapon.
And more.
I think it's fair to say, Val, I don't think you can throw your weapon on the floor, but the rest of you can.
You
There's no
throw
weapon.
daggers onto the ground?
He'll draw his mace and throw it on the ground, I guess.
Yeah, if you are holding a weapon, however, Glacius specifically, you will need to throw it on the ground. And Doctor.
I have 2 more.
Dump my eternal.
It will take your
Dagger
movement speed to
clutch.
pick it up. Yeah, no. You try and throw the Shadow Blade on the floor, but it just comes back to your hand. Okay.
Well, it's fine. I actually passed it with 17.
Oh, okay.
That was
The
funny.
question is, which weapon would I be throwing on the floor?
Whichever one you had in your right hand.
At that point, I wouldn't have drawn a weapon.
Then you
because
didn't
I-
throw it away.
Okay. Because I was wondering.
Oh,
if
He
it was
told
gonna
you
be a
to
random
down
weapon.
weapons. In fact, he suggested you downed weapons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't draw my mace, throw it on the ground.
Okay.
I thought it was only stuff that we had.
No.
Because things would have been interesting if it was a random weapon and I threw my blink dagger on the
Okay.
ground.
Doctor, Glacius, and Val, I need a con save, please.
I'm good at those too. Hey, that's a dirty 20.
Hey, man, I was good at wisdom
Okay,
saves. and
if you
fucking
get a
failed one.
16... Oof. If you get a 16 or above, you will take 14 points of cold damage. If you get if you get below a 14, you will take 28.
Take 7.
Yeah, alright, show off.
I'm resistant to cold just to begin
Wait,
with.
below 14?
Yeah, below a 14, you will take 28 damage.
Value. Don't roll below 14. You roll on 14.
What do you mean?
Well, I had +5.
Oh, you had to
So
make a
it's
16. That's
No.
what the...
It was a 14.
Oh.
Just a
Well,
14.
Yeah, I got 17.
You're
Yeah,
adding
you're
the
fine,
plus
you're
one
fine.
with me?
Yeah, you're fine. You're all of you succeeded. You take 14 damage, or 7 if you're resistant to cold damage. Okay. And at this point, the second one will wave his hand over Glacius. Glacius, I need you to... Oh, no, I don't. I don't need to take anything. You take 9 points of force damage.
Oh.
How rude. The missiles of magic.
4.
Another enemy will make a bow attack at Gideon. That's a 23.
That's exactly my AC. So
Then
does it
that'll
still
hit.
Okay,
9 points
that's
of piercing
actually
damage.
this time. 5 points of piercing?
9!
9 points of piercing damage.
The next one will shoot at you as well. And miss. And then one vampire comes out and goes like, I did tell you there are 35 enemies. Streaks out at Roscoe and takes a bite.
I'm gonna be a
He
vampire
bites your
now.
armor. Keo, what is he doing?
Nom.
Who needs healing?
Anyone and everyone for some amount.
I'm still good.
I'm still good.
So, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm only missing 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's only little bits.
Save it. Save it.
I'm trying to figure out what to do now.
Take out a crossbow and shoot a bitch.
Yeah.
Right. He's just gonna shoot a bitch.
Yeah, cool. Go for one of the warlords. Roll to hit. Yeah, that'll hit.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
It's a fat 5 damage.
Okay, every single one of you has attacked the same armored guy with a shield. He looks unfazed. Don't worry, there's another 5 of him. Okay.
Was that a fucking Echo Knight?
At this moment,
Headbutt
Rialdan
him.
raises his arms. And he lifts up into the sky, moving over to the left.
Hold on.
It was very nice of him, wasn't it? And a bolt of lightning fires from his hands. And this appears to be the first time any of you have done me damage, apart from the introduction. Yeah, that's a 58. Okay.
Wizard.
How nice. As all the spellcasters failed.
Ooh, that's very nice.
At this moment, you see the Blade Singer down his weapons. He steps back. No. He grabs the hand of the only person he can reach. This well-dressed elven lad. And he throws a stone upon the ground. You see a dark envelopment of them. And they disappear through the ground. You see the vampire fall slowly, as if in slow motion, through the air. He's knocked back 10 foot. You see his body smouldering in electric shock. His hair is stood on end. And he falls to the ground dead. You see that sneaky little reborn was hiding up to the right. Collapsed down from his perch. He falls upon the ground and lands awkwardly with his bow through his throat. And that will lead us to...
Did they need us?
Hmm?
Why did they need us? They just like one shot the entire evil campaign.
Yeah. However, the warlords are going to start swinging at you. Glacius, that's a 16 to hit.
Get that shit out of here.
Okay. Doctor, that is a 20 to hit.
Oh.
Doctor, 20? No? Cool.
No.
Okay, Doctor, the next one. 29!
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I thought it might.
Didn't even hit Val.
You take 26 slashing damage.
It wouldn't hit
Right.
me if I used shield.
And that 20 will always hit you. The next one will swing at Val. Yeah, no, that's not happening. The last one will swing at Glacius. That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
15 slashing damage. And lastly, you see charging from the back our singular boss.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. And he will charge at Roscoe. He has a flail in each hand. Val, by the way, you can opportunity attack that.
Oh,
If you
great.
wish.
Do we get advantage with fairy fire?
Oh, yeah, they're all fairy-fied.
Yes. Might have hit you.
Ah, it hates me today. 14.
14? No. Sadly not. Okay, Roscoe. He swings his first flail at you. That's a 26 to hit.
Yep.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 28 psychic damage.
Okay.
He swings his
no.
second flail, but he misses. Glacius, you're up. The question is, will you guys manage to kill one enemy before Rialdan and Navanius kill everybody else?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna just start swinging into the mob of boys.
Okay. You swing at the same one that you've all swung at already. Advantage, by the way. A 14 will miss.
Gotta be kidding me.
Take a second swing. That'll hit.
God. Something. That's 16.
Yeah, okay. He's beginning to look minorly wounded.
Alright, and then my next set of attacks.
Mm-hmm.
See if I crit. Yeah. Alright, so that's My second swing,
11.
11 damage.
Yeah.
And lastly, yeah, let's see if I crit. Nope. And damage.
Okay. From now on, it will be Val before Gideon. It's only for the crit that Gideon went first. So does that conclude your turn, Lucius?
Yeah.
Val, you're up.
Good looking.
Oh, he's fine.
You. Okay.
How far is E2?
Fairly unfazed. He's taken some damage.
Okay,
He's got more HP than you and Glacius combined.
I'll just throw a fireball, like, sort of behind him.
You will be able to hit E2, E5, and E4.
Sure.
Okay. The E2s will make their dex save. They get a 16. Will that pass?
16 is my save.
Okay, then that will pass. E5 will make their dex save. They will get a 2. And I should be able to roll to you guys. I don't know why it's not working. And E4 will get a 4. Let me see if I can make this. Ah, there we go. You guys should now be able to see the rolls of the enemies. Oh, poor you. Okay. What was the damage, Val?
28.
All right. E4s are dead. Somebody's starting to hit now. Good.
Stupid magic.
The wizard's fight.
Sorry, I'm currently killing off all 11 enemies. The E5s are okay, but not great. And the E2s are a little hurt. That is 14, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 28.
Okay. And are you also swinging?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn a bitch.
I'll try to stab a bitch. 21.
That'll hit.
Great.
So I need to turn Val up a little bit.
19.
Sick. Alright, he appears injured. We've done half his health in damage. Good work, guys.
Screw this guy.
Yeah, it'd be fine if it was just one of him, but there's 6 E2s.
Do we get a second attack?
Yeah, no, this is your second round of attacks. Right, so
Yeah,
you get
sorry.
2 attacks, yeah. Provided you have 2 attacks per action, which I believe you do at this level.
Yes, I do. 26.
That'll hit.
Pretty sure I do. Yes.
Ooh.
9.
Oof. That was some low rolls. Alright, does that conclude your turn?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Roscoe, that's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
You take a d10 of fire damage. It's a 5.
Oh, Roscoe.
I hit with firebolt. Oh no.
Okay. The second one
Say that now.
will ask. Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Feels like he's gonna do it. I will need. Will that hit Glacius? Yeah, it will. Doctor and Glacius to make a dex save, please.
I'm concerned now.
I'm not concerned.
If
Uh,
we get
can make that 20.
harmed,
Okay, if you make a 17 DC, you will take half of whatever that says that my dice is covering. 24. You'll take 12, and if you made it, if you don't make it, you'll take 24.
Take 6.
Okay. Yeah, he really doesn't like you. So he is going to use his
I didn't
highest.
take any, okay?
He's gonna cast his highest level magic missiles spell.
Me?
Glacius, you take 29 force damage.
Before he does that,
Take
can I
15.
counterspell that?
You can counterspell a magic missile, sure. I need a 19 on your intelligence check. He just cast it at the 9th level.
Oh yeah, he failed. 27.
Sick, okay.
Let's go.
Undo that damage.
For mine then.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm sitting pretty with my health here.
Okay, Gideon, Keo, Glacius, Val, and Doctor will all need to make a dex save.
Okay. That's a 16.
The DC is 15.
23.
Okay,
pass.
that
Keo doesn't.
is...
Once I'm not feeling a save. Cries.
That is 11 bludgeoning damage. And 14 cold damage. You got above a 15, you'll take half of that, so that'll be 12. If you got below a 15, you will take 24. 25, actually.
Sick. Again.
You said 12, yes?
12 if you
For
succeeded,
how-
25 if you failed.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, Keo.
Let's do
Finally
doesn't
got
like you.
injured.
But he will miss. 15 misses you, Gideon, correct?
Yes, it does.
Okay, Gideon,
What are you
your
trying to
turn.
hit me with? Okay.
A
So
spell.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon and try and skewer the guy that's trying to nom on Roscoe. I believe is the vampire.
He's not a vampire. As you look over to him, let me get a picture for you of the enemy they've
Big
left
chungus, boy.
upon you.
Ho ho.
Let's have a look what this is that's bearing down on me, huh?
Watch it be Thunder
The bear.
Well, I
It's-
heard he tries to make a bite.
Oh, you
so-
haven't seen Rocco's Thunderdown yet.
Oh, it is
fuck
Thunderdown.
off.
It's just a literal mountain.
No, they have unleashed a monster upon you. I'm trying to find the image. There we go.
Can I also get a clarification real quick on who of the evil party is still alive?
Oh, none of them.
They're all dead?
Yeah. They ate a meteor swarm with delayed blast fireball, and then they got lightning bolted at the 9th level. They're out.
They are dead.
Well,
okay.
no, Luvon made it out with Losk in hand.
Okay. That's what I
But
wanted to know,
yeah, but they didn't.
Well, fuck, move
Okay.
on.
Oh,
fuck,
Jesus.
no,
that?
no, they did not.
dibs on his weapon.
Unleash Yinagu on us.
No, that's not Hinaku. That's a Flint.
Okay, good. I was gonna be like,
Okay.
really?
So,
How big is that weapon?
which one? He's got two in his hands. He's got two
Bigger than
large
that.
flails, about 7 foot in length.
Jeez.
Okay, Gideon, what are you doing?
Big.
You're stabbing him with your spiritual weapon, correct?
I'm sending this spiritual weapon at his back.
Okay.
That's an 11 to hit. I presume that's not hitting.
He's got very low AC, but not that low.
Sad.
You
Alright.
did attack with advantage, right?
No.
He's fairy-fied. They're all fairy-fied.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that's a 22 then.
Yeah, that'll hit. You only needed one more.
8 force damage. As
Okay.
it, gets him right in the back.
Maniacal laughter.
As an action, I'm going to turn to Luvash and say,
To who?
isn't that no?
Luvon?
that's not
Luvon's
Luvash.
gone.
Luvon? Oh.
He's gone. He went through into the darkness, into the shadow plane.
Oh shit! I thought you were still here. Never mind. Then.
No.
Then fuck this guy. Fuck this one Flint in particular. He's getting a banishment cast on him.
Oh no.
Not a.
So, I'm gonna look at him and say, "May you repent in the hall of
Is
God."
that a whiz save?
It is a charisma saving throw, and I am sending him to Mount Celestia, specifically Mercuria.
Oh. Oh dear.
Oh dear, he rolled a nat 1. Right, bye
Yep, he's getting sent to the hall of God.
Okay,
He's going to get
Come
beat the
back with
fuck
God.
up in now.
maybe.
Oh yeah,
You better come back.
He won't come
back
back.
with a friend.
No, he won't.
Let's
No.
go!
No, come back. He has loot.
Imagine
Yeah.
just sitting there.
Oh no,
playing-
he'll come back as a corpse. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Imagine a bunch of
Alright,
Davids
as
just sitting
long-
there playing a
As long
game
as
of
the
Three
weapons
Dragon
are
Ante. There's
selected,
suddenly
I'm
this
good with
fucking knowledge drops
Okay,
on the table.
Doctor, what are you doing? Sorry, does that conclude your turn, Gideon?
As movement, I am going to move.
I like
If
the way
you
your
could
life
close me on
cleric
one
just didn't heal anyone. Yep. Where are you
Can
going?
you heal Kyo?
Need
Kyo's pretty low
it.
right
It's
now.
Where are you going?
Kyo needs it.
about 10 feet to my right.
Okay. At this point, we come to the
Thank
Lady
you.
Azeldria. And she will cast Mass Heal. You each gain 70 points of healing.
7D?
70. Yeah, it's Mass Heal. It's a level 9 spell.
Oh, I thought you said
Wow.
7D, like 70. I was like,
Yeah, 70.
Jesus.
70. 70.
Oh, what?
To each of you.
Still on max.
Wow,
I'm
redeem
back
that
at
1
max.
hit point.
Okay.
Just Kyo. Yay.
At this point, I will need... range 3 10-foot cubes. Oh, 10 10-foot cubes. I need every single person to make a dex save.
Oh dear. 15's not going to cut it, is it?
15 is the DC.
Okay.
16.
If you made it, you will take 18 points of fire damage. If you did not make it, you will take 37.
So I made it. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Means it beats it.
18.
15 or above. Okay.
Why didn't she save that till now?
Because it was her turn. The next one will cast... he's given up on his entangle.
I've done what I want to. I've cast banishment. Next round I'll
He'll
start
do the
healing
same.
people.
I need another dex save.
Oh, bollocks.
Watch me die.
Oh, shit. I didn't make that one.
That's a 36. 18 if you succeeded. 15 DC.
Okay, now I'm hurt.
18?
15
Yeah,
is
you're
the
getting
DC.
healed, no?
15 is the DC.
No, sorry,
Let's go. If
18
you're gonna fucking
damage.
die, I'll heal you next round.
18 is half. 36 is full.
I'm down.
Oh dear. A shame. Okay.
Yeah. Kira, if you were still here, it would have been I think it's your character, the Shadowville Blade Singer. Yeah, you would have been going to the Mount Celestia, so yay.
Yeah, no. He wouldn't anyway. He just dogs on out. Okay, the next one will cast a Firebolt at Gideon.
Alright.
It's 12 to hit.
That's not hitting.
The next one will cast a Ray of Frost at Gideon.
Alright.
Oh dear.
Oh dear?
Yeah, oh dear.
Oh dear, you say?
It's a nat 20.
That's an oh dear.
Oh,
Is it more than
16
22?
cold damage. You can
Is
see
it
it,
more-
it's a 28.
Yeah, no, that's it. 16 cold damage, you said?
Yep.
Right. Yeah, I'm not looking too good either.
The next one begins to prepare an action. Kyo! What is he doing?
I'll roll some
By the way, the shuriken's a free action.
Oh, is it?
Kyo.
Just
is
that
going
shit.
Note.
to-
Go on, Kyo.
Kyo is going to hide. He's gonna hide. Actually, he's gonna hide behind anyone that he can. He keeps getting hit pretty hard.
Okay. What Kyo will do at this moment
fair.
then, before he hides, he can shoot a crossbow, right? So he will heal
Yes.
Gideon from Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, cast a Cure Wounds at the 2nd level, please.
Cool.
I've got Beacon of Hope up, actually, so you don't even need to cast it. It's just the maximum of healing. So that is 24 health.
24. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Okay, and then Kyo will hide out of the battlefield.
Awesome.
Okay. Then we will have a cast on Roscoe. It's a 16.
To hit?
Yep.
Doesn't.
Okay. We come to the next one. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. You take 10 radiant damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. The next one will also cast upon you, and it will hit automatically. We'll take a death saving
Shit.
throw. The swings come out at Glacius. First to 23.
Yeah, that hits.
13.
6.
27.
Yeah, that
Okay,
hits.
12.
Another 6.
13 will miss. 27.
Hits.
9. Slashing damage. That misses. That misses. And he is
Dude, I'm
banished.
just tanking right now.
Okay, Glacius.
Bonus action. I'm going to have it take a.
Oh, wait, isn't
Well-
Glacius first?
A swing into him a whole bunch of times.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
And just roll the damage for it. Wow, I rolled terribly. That is 14. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think
What
so.
was the damage on the crit? I didn't get the damage on the crit.
14.
Okay. He's hurting.
Yeah, I rolled pretty bad.
He's hurting. That doesn't hit.
Yeah, yeah. And
That hits.
there we go. And let's go. It's 20.
Okay. He's very hurting. This moment you hear a roar upon the wind.
Oh no.
Glacius, you recognize this roar.
Oh shit. It's not
God
dragon.
damn.
Navanius brings his hand out. And he grabs Roscoe's body and Valigion's body and he yanks them backwards.
Where do we move to?
Gideon, Glacius, and Doctor, I will need an athletics check from you.
Athletics.
As you
Athletics,
realize it is
you
time
say?
to run.
This is a unnatural 20.
15. Oh my god.
Doctor with a 13. Okay. Everybody runs apart from the Lady Azeldra, who stands, her hands raised.
Yeah.
She concentrates. You see a globe of ice cold surround her. And this roar gets louder and louder and louder. And a red dragon crests the mountains to your right. And flame goes not upon you, but upon them. Those you are battling are consumed in a blast of fire, the likes of which you have never seen.
Yo.
What?
Let's go. We got a red dragon on our side.
Oh, I've never had to roll damage like that before. I can't even see it. There's too many dice on my screen. Come on, dice. Disappear. It's 195 fire damage. And then he lands and starts swinging at people. As you stand back, Navanius looks down, confused. The Lady Azeldria is stood in the middle of this raucous flame. You see the flames part around her. And suddenly, there is silence on the battlefield.
What?
You hear the crackling and burning of flames. And you see this dragon roar and leap to the skies. Before you stands nothing but flame-burnt ground and corpses, and the Lady Azeldria, her arms crossed, her head down, in a blue circle. She looks up. You see serenity upon her face. Not all dragons are the same. Sometimes, in a moment of desperate need, you may call to them. It's an old trick, but I thought it worth a try. We were outmatched here. Hey, your friends seem injured. She comes over. You will again receive 70 points of healing, each of you. She expends her last 9th level spell slot. The battle is not over. There is a cave at the back. I saw a shadow veil go in. We
should
must
follow then.
We must close in on them. But as you enter the cave, you see the residual signs of shadow veil magic. There are no people left in this cave. As you're walking into the cave, suddenly you hear a clamour on the ground. You turn back and one strange-looking fiend, his corpse covered in slashes and dark magic, lies dead upon the battlefield as the banishment expires.
Loot the body.
You see he is still clutching his flails,
That's okay.
dagger at his hip. But as you enter into this cave, you see what appears to be a library of some sort. There are 4 beds, a desk, and a bookshelf full of books. Navanius is over there immediately and is reading through one. These are incompetent studies on the way of humankind in Sogravia. They've been watching, tracking us. All this time. This Rockus Sunderdown, this bandit? It was a shadow veil? We erred, we misjudged, but most importantly, look what we have recovered. Lady Azeldria. And he brings over a chest containing 3 gems, each almost your head in size, perfectly cut. 1 black sapphire, 1 ruby, and 1 perfect diamond. We will be taking these to Carthon, where the enactment must be brought on. Defense is more important than ever.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Excellent,
sum it
Kira.
up, a dragon and a bunch of wizards. Oh yeah, you have 35 guys.
Yes, I did say it was a CR81 fight.
Is there any like interesting books on magic or anything laying around?
No, nothing. Just studies on humankind. However, there is a jewellery box on top of the desk, as well as a couple of other strange items. You see a pair of boots lying at the end of one of the beds. Val, you realise that they are magical. The books are only on the study of humanoids.
I was wondering if there's any books on the Mage's Arcane.
No. Only on local humans passing by. Most incompetent records you've ever seen.
I can't identify the boots.
You find a pair of boots of haste. Inside the jewellery box, you find a strange-looking pendant and a ring. Who's picking these up? Or perhaps you would like to hand them to Keo, who has come in, who will kindly identify them for you.
yeah, Keo,
Yeah.
do it.
Okay, thought you might prefer that. Sorry, there are 2 rings. My bad. The first is a ring of water walking.
Oh.
And the second is a ring of feather falling.
Oh.
We now have 2.
And the amulet is what is called a Master's Amulet. But you don't quite know what its purpose is. Navanius looks over. This is a priestly item, but it is attuned to something dark. Something devilish. Here, take it. Maybe you'll make use of it in time. For a better purpose.
Yeah, you mind if I take a little peek at that thing?
It's a master's amulet.
Attuned to something dark?
It's attuned to what you know to be a shield guardian, but no pleasant shield guardian. This was used by a dark priest.
Someone morally ambiguous might be able to work that one out a bit.
Yeah, you can keep having a look at it. In time, maybe when you get your own shield guardian, you'll be able to attune it to that. But for now,
Interesting.
that's the loot that you find. You also go back to the body of the monster upon the ground, but even Doctor is unable to lift the flails.
When we're looking at this, at the guy I banished, can I
Yeah.
roll medicine or something to determine what he died of?
Oh, he has slashes all about him, dark weapons, strange black, almost sort of holes of darkness on his body.
Just to mention, you do know what
Nope,
Merculia is.
don't need to. He's dead. That's what I needed to know.
Alright, that's fair. It's just letting you know it's the realm of Amaterasu, Torm, and also most notably Bahamut.
Yeah. No, he looks like he was killed by minions. Lots
That's
of
fair.
minions. Unfortunately, none of you are able to lift the flails, as they are adamantine and 7 foot in length.
Angry.
It will take a natural strength of 24 to wield them.
Dang.
However, the dagger takes your interest.
I'm taking it.
Are you? The fuck are you gonna do with the dagger?
No, the flails.
You can't. You
Or
can't
a
lift them.
flail.
You can't
I'll
pick them
figure it
up.
out.
You'll figure it out.
I will one day.
Get a belt of giant strength.
Although you are unable to lift them, you are, however, able to slide the bag of holding over them.
We can work together. We can try.
Yeah,
What-
two people
what if we
working on one
drop those
flail,
on
guys.
someone?
Yeah, you can get them into the bag of holding, you just can't wield them.
Okay.
And bear with me a second while I go and find out what this dagger is. I did write it down, but it is at the bottom of a long list of possible items. So, as I scroll, you see the battlefield cleared. This dagger looks particularly interesting to Roscoe, and he heads over to it.
Okay, what is this dagger?
Bear
What do I
with me a
see?
second, I will tell you. It is. Fuck, where is it gone? Right, it's just missing from my list. Fuck's sake. Give me a minute and I will find it for you. Sorry, I'm quite excited by this item, so I'd like to find it now.
Like I'm always acknowledged me when I posted in the Sogravia rivalry.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on! Just work with me here, computer. Work with me. Oh, for fuck's sake.
We can worry about it later.
I don't want to worry about it later. I want to read it to you, but it won't quite turn up.
Oh.
I'm just
Well,
waiting
in the
for-
meantime, whilst it's working...
Yeah, make conversation between yourselves while I fix shit.
Okay, I was going to ask you if we could have a recap on the items we just found, like which one's going where and what.
So what you found was a pair of boots of haste, a ring of water walking,
Yep.
a ring of feather falling,
Mhm.
and a master's amulet, and an ancient black dragon tooth dagger.
Okay, and the flails?
Unliftable, unidentifiable.
Can't get them in the bag?
They're in the bag of holding, but you don't know what they are yet.
Right. Okay.
I would like to destroy the records.
Okay. Set them on fire, by all means.
So these boots,
Boots of haste.
Yeah. Is this a hungry one or?
No, you can work them out. You can work the loot out
Ah,
between
yeah,
yourselves after session. But
Yep,
this dagger
no,
is interesting. It is fashioned from the tooth of a dragon. The blade is obviously a fang or a predator's tooth. The hand is leather wrapped around the root of the tooth. There is no crossguard.
Okay.
It appears to be the tooth of a black dragon.
Okay, that's interesting and cool.
Black dragons are the no,
Acid.
they're the acid ones. Yes, thank you.
Yep. Okay.
Can I
Oh,
Uh,
this tooth would be interesting.
You found
can
it
I
on
check
D&D
the
Beyond,
card
have
with
you?
name?
Sorry, what was that, Val?
Can I check like the dead bodies of the evil campaign?
No. Somehow, what wasn't burnt to a crisp was escaped with.
Oh, I would
Livon thought ahead. His future companions will need items. I've allowed the evil group to transfer their items to their next
I
incarnation.
thought they robbed them of their money, but okay.
No, they have everything, sadly. At this moment, Navanius turns to you. Well, fortunate are we that the Lady Azeldria still maintains her ties to nature. We must investigate why these dragons are here. This is no trick of the Shadow Veil, as we now see for definite.
Aye.
But you have a journey before you, do you not? Where are you headed?
We need to.
Just done.
Perhaps I might assist with that.
I would thank you most kindly if you could.
I must walk back to the tower. There I will be able to help.
Very well.
And as they walk you over to the tower, and leave the scorched battlefield behind you, you see Kyo looking into the bag of holding and poking at these flails.
You okay there, Kyo?
Something strange. I might be able
Aside
to
from
do something with these.
these big, heavy things that none of us can even lift.
Yeah, I might
Really?
be able to assist. Perhaps if they're a little smaller, the magic might still work, right?
Interesting thought. Is that even possible?
Well, I've cast permanent spells of reduce and enlarge upon things before. Maybe I can do something with them. That is
Okay,
a
well in
few.
that case we should probably get them out the bag to give this a shot. Can I get some assistance in doing this, people? Can we like get everyone to drag these things out the bag?
So, at this point here, he says, no. I must concentrate and think about it. Just over time. Just
Okay,
over time.
fair enough.
I'll be able to work it out. Well, regardless. Let's walk.
Alright.
Then he sort of recoils back all of a sudden from this bag as he was considering. Dark magic! Dark magic. These are not nice.
Well, they're
Powerful,
well
but
wielded by a fiend, so I'd assume
nice.
it's nothing good.
I can reduce them in size, but frankly I think we'd be better off selling them. For reference, these are the Silvered Skull Flail and the Infernal Skull Flail. The first deals 4d6 additional necrotic damage, and the second deals 6d10 additional psychic damage.
Ooh.
But they can only be attuned to by somebody who is evil in nature, in alignment.
Oh.
Probably
Right.
useless for you. I'm glad nobody else got their hands on them. Oh well. As you get to Navani's tower, he looks at you. You were enrolled at the Magus Arcane, right? Please. Even you, and he looks to Glacius. The Magus Arcane is known to employ those without magical nature, especially those who have magic in their blood. All of you must enroll.
I think that would be for the best. I still have much to learn, and I'm a bit concerned on how much my church can teach me.
I will
Technically,
have
I'll
to consider it.
re-enroll, but
Sorry, Val, you said?
technically I'll be re-enrolling, but
You're already enrolled. You would just be resuming
Yeah.
your membership. But the rest of you. Especially you, little man. Now, when you get to Justern, you must be aware of the political climate there. 3 factions vie for power. Magus Arcane. Some of our compatriots, Yokotur specifically, believe the Magus Arcane should lead Sogravia. We are primary in its defense. And therefore, Yokotur thinks we should rule. The Furian Guard try to convert everybody. And they wish to bring us to a state of religious zeal, the likes of which has never been seen in these lands. I cannot agree with Yakatur, but I tell you what, his choice is better than that of the Furian Guard. But we've had a king for many, many years. And he's a strong king. A goodly king. King Naris and the Dawn Soldiers are those who have kept us safe for all the years of the Raging War, and I wish to see that pursuit continued. That is my personal view and that of Rialdan, but you must be aware the political climate is rife with backstabbings and spying and secrecy. The country's at war. We should all band together. We should all be working as one, but instead we fight between ourselves like scrabbling apes over the last scrap of meat. Pathetic, if you ask me. Regardless, you will have to meet Yakuto when you travel to Justone. As, my transport will take us into a rather specific place, where avoiding him may be impossible. But there you will be able to enroll and perhaps find a place for yourselves.
Very well.
I thank you for your help today.
The same can be said to you, sir.
You fight well.
As do you.
Here, this portal will take you to the Magus Arcane in Justone.
Thank you.
Study well.
Aye.
And as each of you begins to take the portal and arrive in what appears to be a sort of central marketplace of the Magus Arcane, people are coming and going, there's portals on every wall. We will end there. It is a short episode today, but a necessary one. And next week we'll resume in Justone.
Alright.
So,
Oh yeah.
in true tradition, I come first to our MVPs. And I will come to Jamal.
For this one, I'm gonna have to go with the first moment of the fucking salamander. That was just
The farewell of Gecko's
Yeah,
family. You appreciated that,
was-
did you? Good.
that was a good touch.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Akai.
it's fun being able to roll 58d6.
Yeah, good. I wanted to have some fun. That's the Ring of Spell Storing no longer has Meteor Swarm in it, but you do still have the Ring of Spell Storing, should you wish to keep two of them.
Do I still have the one with Sunburst? And
Yeah, you do have the Sunburst and the Dimension Door. They will be castable in the future.
Yeah, so I've got 2 spell stories.
Yeah, I think one of them belongs to Keo. He just lent it
Yeah,
to.
I'll give it back.
Yeah. Glacius, your Darth, your MVP.
The dragon summon.
The dragon summons. Yeah, I began to realise you were mindly outmatched, and well, Zelgia has been calling for that dragon for about an hour. It was about time the fucker turned up. Evan, your MVP.
Alright, I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
One was the Evil Party's introduction.
Yep.
That was so cool. Second introduction, the second thing was the fucking dragon coming and torching everything. That was really funny, at least to me. I think that was cool.
Good. I'm glad it was necessary.
Yeah.
Slicer,
Anyways.
your MVP?
Can I just go with Q every episode?
Of course you can. I'm glad he partakes. And I must say here, I do have a minor shout out in my MVP to Glacius for playing Kyo so well.
Yeah.
You embody his feelings. It's nice to see. But yeah, I've got a couple of MVPs. I've been waiting for Zeldria to do her cool fire immunity on herself trick. I was looking forward to that. The party's reaction to the goodbye of the salamander was far more exciting than the salamander goodbye itself. So I enjoyed that. You guys, as always, bringing excellent roleplay. And finally, to the fact that the meteor swarm and delayed vast fireball did 0 damage. They hid in the cave. Thought I'd let you guys know that at the end. Alright, we're going to be raiding Loch Ness. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
See ya, chat.
Next time.
Till next time. I'll see you all next
Goodbye,
time.
else.
Ciao.